What are you doing in Daddy's cap? Let me have a look. You got a hard hat on and your high vis. Where are we going? Are we going to go out? Are we going to go and look at houses? Yeah, let's go look at houses. Are you ready to look at houses, Mummy? No? No? Let's see your belly.
Going to B&Q.
I'm not going B&Q.
I'm going to B&Q.
I'm not.
You don't have to go in, I'm going. He's going to have a nap in the car anyway.
I thought we were going to look at these houses. You want to go B&Q?
Yeah, I'll get what you can do.
All you do is you just want to spend money, don't you?
I just want to get a tin of paint. And I want to get a box for them, all them glasses, to put all the glasses in. Don't push me. You need to go wash your face, look at the state of it.
Come on, Baba. Sleeping Beauty there. So, this is actually, it is a bit of a mad story, you know? You were laughing then at me.
I don't want to be on this face.
Rachel doesn't want to be on it. So I've just took Rachel to the development opportunity, the 6 flats, because I said, if the assisted living don't want it, and we were to go for it and turn it into flats, would you live there? You know, is it a nice, as in like, do you think someone would rent it? And there's like 4 other houses that are just totally derelict, and I said that's what's going to stop it with the assisted living, is those other houses. Like, they're going to walk down and go, this road's horrible. And then I had a flashback years ago. I bought the title for for a few of the houses, and there was a fella who owned them, and I went and knocked on his door, and he told me to F off because he thought I was from the bank, and he was like, they're not for sale, F off, like, go and get lost. And I said to Rachel, and I said, I remember where he lives, so why don't we go and knock on and see whether he still owns them. So I've just done that, and he was dead sound this time. I just started chatting to him, and it turns out that he's an electrician and a builder, and the idea was that they were going to do them all up, and he owns part of it, and then another fella in London owns most of it, and they're selling that one now. But you know, I offered a lease to purchase again with them, and he said that was the original idea on these, but we couldn't, for whatever reason, it fell through, and you know, nothing's been done on them. So yeah, I feel like there's something maybe could come from that. So he's going to send me the fella's number in London who owns the majority share. But he was like, he seemed on board. Oh, be careful eating that ginger.
I like the ginger.
Do you? Oh, it makes me gag about that. So yeah, we'll see whether something comes from that. Because that for me is the best way of doing property, that you don't go through all the rigmarole of bridge loans and mortgages and buying it and waiting, and you agree, sign a contract and get the keys and start work the next day. So fingers crossed that something can come from that. And there's actually 4 houses to do, so let's see. I'll give this fella a ring when he sends me his number. But this is the first time Rachel's had sushi from Pink Salmon on Smithdown. What do you reckon?
Nice.
Nice.
Keep talking so I can carry on eating.
Right, it's Monday morning, and as always, I've got no voice because of the weekend. However, you know, we're on a mission to try and get City of Liverpool off the bottom of the table, and I feel like we should have won on the weekend. We drew 2-2. We conceded 2 penalties, which, you know, if we take them out, we'll win. Well, obviously the game would have been different if we take them out, but yeah, we're losing 1-0 to a penalty that I think the lad done well, he bought it, and then we come back, got it to 2-1 winning, and then give another penalty away in the second half, which again is avoidable. But a point is better than nothing, I suppose. But we don't need points at the minute. We need wins. Right, I am on the way to the yard as I've got scaffolding on my roof. I've got the trailer. I've got scaffolding on the trailer. Ronnie's got to get the tipper because it's got scaffolding on the tipper. So we're going to go to the yard, take all this scaffolding off, and then we're going to head to the job we did on Friday. So we need to check what the lads have done, that they've done it all right. We need to finish that roof off, and we need to take the plastic roof off and put a new plastic roof on. And then that is that job. Oh no, it's not, sorry. Kev's meeting us there, and he's going to plasterboard and plaster the inside, the kitchen where it's been, obviously the bricks have fell through it. And then hopefully to end of the day, that'll be us done, should be. So I only need, probably Kev's going to be on there, and then probably 2 others maybe, so everyone else can go to the extension job and carry on insulating and plasterboarding. And I've got a few other people coming in tomorrow to start insulating and plasterboarding, and then Kev is going to go to there and start either plastering if we get anywhere boarded, or start boarding. And then, so yeah, all go. And I'm now back and forth with the company in Pakistan, I think they are, over designing the app. So I can't work out which way to do it. I think what I need to do first is get the, this bloody cyclist. What I need to do first is get the app working for the staff, then add in the, because I can't advertise for extensions until we've got more staff, and there's no point, you know, paying out for that. I might as well get the app working, because that's the main thing that we can, you know, we can take staff on and know what they're doing, and the jobs are running better, and it's making my job easier. So let's get that side of things done first, and then we'll bloody bike. Yeah, let's see how we get on today. And then I'm going to meet, yesterday, me and Rachel went to one of the houses that's in the auction, and I have noticed something about that. So there's planning in here for 6 flats, which is great. It's a very tight scheme. And then I've noticed that I think they changed the standards for 1-bed living. So that current scheme, 6 beds, they were all 37, 38, 40 metres squared, the flats, which means that under current regs, you could only have 1 person staying there. If you want 2 people to stay there, you would have to, it'd have to be 54 metres squared, I think it was, if it's going to be for 2 people. So that might obviously change, although if it was going to go for assisted living, that wouldn't make a difference, to be fair. But let's see how we get on today. I've just seen Phil and Paul drive past me, so I know they should be here before me. Let's go. That is it for now, and what we started doing is, obviously we want to get all the scaffolding here over onto the concrete. So what we've done is left these in sort of packs, so we know that'll do the front of a house, and then obviously so on and so on. So if we go, we need 2 of them. We can lift 1 onto the tipper, 1 onto the trailer, and go and get a job done, rather than originally we had all the smalls together, all the longs together, and we had to like come here and handball however many we thought we needed, or we'd have to take, you know, every stillage to a job. So at least that way now we can rock up and go, right, that'll do the front of a house. Right, Phil and Ronnie are going to go to the extension. Me and Paul are going to go and finish this roof off on the like emergency job we've done the chimney stack on. So yeah, I've got things that, so we've got took a,
the guy saying he's coming out on Wednesday.
Sound. So this is where the, obviously the old roof had gone through, and that board's completely soaked, isn't it? So it's starting to dry out now, but I'm going to go and get a new board now. So Kev's going to get all the nails out ready, and we'll bring a board and a bag of plaster and get this done. Done today, won't you, Kev?
Yeah.
Good.
It's like a repair, isn't it? More or less. No.
So I'm just on the roof, and they said that they were getting some leaks into the bathroom here, which, let me see if I can expose this so you can see where it's been wet there. And what I'm doing now is I'm just using the slate puller. So for those that don't know, I hate slates, but for those that don't know, there was a nail there, and you slide this under, it hooks around the nail, and then you just pull back and forth until you can bend the nail out like this. There's 2 that I've bent out, and I'm just going to try and get, yeah, so that's hooked on there now. So when that tile starts to come up, that's when you know you're... There we go. So I think I've snapped it rather than dragging it out. And then there'll be another one this side. There. Oh, I hate slates so much. Oh, let's see if we can get that. No, it's still on that left side. Oh, it doesn't help doing it left-handed. There we go, I think. Oh, come on. There we go. So, you'll see now this tile or slate will come out now, and the nails probably just fell in the void a bit. But, so we're going to have to get a new one in up here. So how slates work is, yeah, I might have a good diagram here of it. Yes, we have. We've got a nice wear mark there. So, the theory behind slates is that you have one on the bottom, then you have another one, and anything that lands on this join lands on this, because obviously that one would have been there, so no water can go uphill to here to get that bit unless it was ice or snow. And then obviously you carry on going up. So from this bit where this falls off and lands on the join between this one and that one, the most that'll ever run is there. You can see this little line here. I'll just make it a bit more. And that's the natural flow of water. So that can't come past this bit here. Because if that's coming up there, look, and going in behind, that'll be getting onto the batten below. So that's why when you specify a roof in slate, they'll come with certain widths or depths. So obviously the longer the tile, the more this fans out. The shorter the tile, the less it fans. However, the shorter I keep saying tile, shorter the slate, the less it fans out. However, you end up using more, so you use more rows. And obviously the way slates are done, half the slate isn't on show, half the slate's up above that join. And now what I've got to do is I've got to put a clip here, comes down and hooks up. Have we got any? There's one there. So can you see that copper clip there that I think Dave's put on? So you put that copper clip on, it'll come down, we'll slide this up, and then we'll fold that up, and that's all that holds that in place now, because there's no way of us getting to the 2 nail holes that are there and there. So you've got to make do with the clips. So when you see a slate roof with loads of clips, it means it's had work, or that the nails, it's what's called like nail fatigue. So it can happen where someone uses the wrong nails and they deteriorate quicker, and then you'll see slates just slipping out. but these ones are quite robust. Obviously it took me a while to get that out then, so this definitely isn't suffering from nail fatigue, this roof. And this will be the original roof, looking at it. You can tell sometimes by how flimsy the slates are as well. Like if they crack easily, then it'll be an original roof as well. And then they're getting problems with the gutters here overflowing. So one, obviously it's full of stuff, but we don't know whether that's so I'm going to clean out. It's just so hard because we've got nowhere to put ladders really, or scaffolding on this side. But yeah, you can see Paul's putting the plastics on there, and Kev's getting ready for plaster. Right, let me go and get 2 slates and I'll get this done. And then, but you can see there where the water's been getting in and going into the bathroom. Right, I've been to Chestnut. I asked the fella in Chestnut what's the most times someone's been in and out, because I feel like I must be close to that. But we're trying to get that job done, the emergency job, and they've just asked me, do we want to do more work, give them a price on, they've got some allotments in Greenbank. However, I'm just come to meet now the house that we looked at in the auction. I don't think we're going to go for that one, because I think we might be able to do one better. So I've just come to meet the owner of some of the other houses on the street and see if we can do a deal, at least a purchase or something that works for both of us. So let's go and have a look. I don't know whether he'll let me film or not, but we'll ask.
Flats and, you know.
Yeah, you've started it from...
I
I was going to say, if people gone in and robbed the cables. But I was just liking these little... So this one hasn't had planning as such.
There's not really planning. Well, there was...
Is this
Yeah, a bit dodgy though.
That'd be right, I'll stand on the wall a bit. But it's got a basement as well.
Full size.
Oh, is the basement the whole...
The whole footprint.
Is it? Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
What made you sell this one as opposed to the others?
Well, I guess I didn't...
I suppose you can't walk up there, can I?
Well, I've got a ladder if you want to go up. Put it on the
I might be able to bridge that with me feet.
It's a bit dodgy.
I should go on, show us the way. Go on. I can't imagine showing the estate agents around here, can you? Oh God, you can see the drop in the wall there.
Yeah, well, yeah, I miss joists.
Yeah, it always makes me laugh. Like the steels we take out, and then the ones we put in are like 10 times bigger. But it's big, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just like you say, just a thingy job, isn't it? Start again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, I'd like to, you know, because it's been a plan for so long.
You want to see it through?
I want to see it through. Yeah.
Yeah. It's always amazing the way wallpaper stays on. You got one side there's nothing left, and then the other side the wallpaper's still on. And you could. Did you think you to go into the loft?
Oh, easy, yeah.
To apply to go into the loft?
This could come down and the ceiling's
Yeah.
high.
It's mad the way some of them have, like, the way the joists have rotted away there.
Yeah. Big joists as well.
Yeah, big.
That corners.
They'd have been hardwood as well, wouldn't they?
I mean, the size of the pyramids.
I've got loads of them on my yard, yeah.
You got a yard, have you?
I've just bought one in, well, it was a year and a bit ago in Garston. But having a bit of trouble trying to get planning on it. Right, we are all done on here. And then, you know, we've just tied in your alleyway as well. That's from the gutters. And then we just, I know this wasn't our mess, but while we've got the tipper here, I was just going to scrape this bit here because I know one of them uses a motorbike, so we want to make sure that there's no nails in here, like that one there. So we'll scrape all this up and then it's all done then. So I can see a bit of the thing where it's running. But chimney's all done. Here we go. That's the view. Chimney's all rebuilt. Roof's all done, and then we've done a new plastic roof on here, and we've done a new roof on the extension because it was easier just to put a new roof on. There's loads of like little odd bits that we've like tried to help them out with, the downpipes and stuff we haven't priced for, but obviously I think we'd be here all day if we wanted to try and make everything perfect. So we'll just throw this stuff on the tipper and then that's us done. You're not adverse to YouTube, are you? So I was just chatting with Kev then, because in case you haven't noticed, we've started boarding the upstairs bedroom, so I just made sure that all the electrics are in. One thing is to make sure I've got that nice actually. When you come to skim, that'll hold the skimming. So you're not scared of YouTube, are you?
No, I watch YouTube.
You watch it? Right, yeah, let me show you this. I've just showed Kev. So one thing is make sure these windows, the boards, look, the same all the way around. So the tightest we can get that is there. So you'll come like flush with the back of the window, but I want that gap between the board and the window to be the same all the way around, yeah?
Yeah.
So make sure that, and then when we come to this bottom one, you've got a 25mm windowsill timber going on, because what people make the mistake of is boarding it the same.
Yeah, I know that.
And then when we come to put the board on, we'll put a window board on and it'll look, or we end up having to chisel this off and all the plastic gets knackered. So if we get that the right height, which is
literally sitting there with about 10
it's about halfway on that windowsill, so they'll just be boarded tight the way they are.
Right. What's the score with the fixings on the edge when it comes to the end of the window frame here?
Well, I was just saying to Kev then, we can either get the closers or you can insulate inside, cut some little bit of insulation with foam on, and then you've got something to, and then you could either foam the back of the board and put it on.
Yeah.
Or what Kev was saying he's done sometimes is he'll dot and dab a little bit on. He'll dot and dab a bit on that way, and then he's got something to.
But it's a face wall, innit? And it absorbs moisture, so.
Yeah, so you better not doing that. You're better doing the insulation.
Insulation, and then it'll repel.
Yeah. Sounds. Anything else? Oh, and he's going to get some timber to box that in.
Yeah. Well, we can put that plant. You can plant on the inside, yeah.
All right, yeah.
So from the bottom to the top, put an upright.
Yeah, I'll go and get that wood now.
And then a solid fixing for the inside there.
Yeah, because we just want it as tight as we can, really. Because the wardrobes are going there.
We've got timber there.
Sound. And then this one we can get. Well, we can get those walls done.
Yeah.
Just leave this wall because we're going to knock through, and we don't know where it's gonna. Because we've got the pitch of the stairs there.
Yeah.
So this pitch bit here, I think when I measured it, it come to about there. So we should only have a little triangle, but that's why we've left that bit until I think Wednesday. They said they're going to finger that, but I might try and get them to do it tonight, and then we can knock that out tomorrow. Because I want to try and go top down again. And
well, we just concentrate on the areas where we know.
Yeah. And then we can board the kitchen.
do the fiddly bits at the end, can't we?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the electrics done in the kitchen now, so that's where it's the board.
Right.
Sound?
I like that.
The bottom. So always remember the 450 and the 1200. It's for a disabled person. So when we're just talking about electric. Sorry. When you're talking about the 450, whether to do it to the top or the bottom of the thing, it's 450 from there to 1200 for the switch. So it's the top of the switch, bottom of the socket. That zone is basically where someone's in a wheelchair, they can reach.
So 450 is bottom of the socket.
Yeah, I mean, literally, obviously, this is an integrated one. It's probably just good habits to do it like that so that you don't thingy.
What are the marks
However,
you put on the wall for?
what's these?
Yeah, no, them pencil marks you've just put.
Oh, so they're the units. So we've got 600 plus the plasterboard. So that'll be the units that way. And then
So
she's
you
got...
wasn't marking them for new boxes?
No, she's got fridge freezer there. Fridge freezer here. So that just needs to go in the middle of that and the middle of that one. So that one's in the middle. That one was going to be a breakfast cupboard that opened out, and that's gone now. So the
so
customers
just move this
changed their
over
mind.
50 mil and drop it.
Just drop it down to 450.
And that one's irrelevant.
That one's coming off, yeah. This just got hammer fixing, so you just unscrew them. They'll come out. And then I've got the cable for the hobbing. However, this needs to go to a grid switch somewhere. Unless she puts it in the cupboard. So she'll have to put that in the cupboard with the switch. So as long as we bring it there. Yeah. Sound. So once we get this in, then we can start boarding the... Well, this can get boarded, and we just need to get the power to the sockets over there. So, and then they need changing as well now. They need moving again, yeah. Right, where are we up to? Insulation's in. Have we done the ceiling yet? Nice.
Just a revealing there.
Where's that one? There we go. Just got to box that in, haven't we? We've done that, and we're going to bond that gap between obviously the old house that's bonded and the new one. And then we put that on, and this will all get bonded in probably as well. And boarding's gone on here, getting there, innit? Ronnie's boxed in the pipes, and we've channeled that. That'll be the sink waste, isn't it? The sink waste out. Bit of bonding in the ceiling. Oh, I need to chase this glass up, don't I? There's them two, isn't there? See what they do. See when they're getting that. Brushing yourself off.
Yeah. Well, I've got pretty clean today.
And then in here can get done up to just that wall, isn't it?
Is that wall there?
So,
Two more to be somewhere.
right, that is it for Tuesday. Well, that's not it, but I've just come to Rude Strippers because they've got a leak on one of the roofs. So I'm just going to go and have a look at that, and then I've got loads of stuff to do tonight actually, but let's go in and have a look. So this whole roof, basically, I don't know what it was designed as really, but the downpipes and stuff come out there, and you can see the size of this roof. They've got a gutter at the front and one at the end there, but then this side's got like a little lip here. I don't know if you can see that. And everything goes down this little hole, which I'll just give you a reference for how big that hole is. And that is the only pipe that drains this side of the roof, which is probably what, 6 by 6 at least. So you should have a look underneath now, see what we can make that hole bigger. So I didn't do a video on this, but at the moment there's a 32mm pipe you can see there, which just is like silicone to that. Zoom in. There. So that's what that hole is above there, and this pipe runs all the way along here and it goes up and down different struts. So you can see there it actually goes uphill, then goes downhill, and then tees into here. So what I'm going to do now is I've just cut this pipe. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to put a Y branch on, and then we're going to come up here into the ceiling and we're going to put a new drain in, and then we're going to go along the top of the ceiling there and pick up that old drain as well. And I've got loads of little bits to try and get it all done. So the plan is I've cut a bigger hole there, and I don't even know what's on that. There's like thingy, then like some weird material. But my plan is now is to get a soil pipe elbow underneath there, come through, and then we'll take this out and drop down, and then we'll run it along there to that soil pipe. So we'll get this one in first in case it starts raining now. I tell you what, I'm happy with that. It hasn't took us that long, has it? So I've got a grid under there. I've got 110 mil. I've clipped it all the way along, and then I'm just going to put 2 brackets on this side now. And then it comes in there, branches in, and it branches in because it goes up, and we're going to put another grid along the back here, and then obviously that goes into the rainwater. So just going to put 2 clips on now, and then we're going to go and brush some water down it and test if anything comes out the seams, if it needs siliconing. But what I'm planning to do is oscillate it. I haven't got my multi-tool on me at the minute. Oscillate that and get the grid higher up so that I can silicone it in properly. So this is the other side. But what I'm saying is there's a big chunk of thingy, but what I want to do is I want to from beneath I want a multi-tool. So there's a square grid like that. Yeah. So it can actually be that big, the hole, and then I've got a grid that'll go in. Cool. So, but I need to multi-tool it, but that's on me with a job. I haven't got that in my van. Okay. And so I haven't siliconed it yet. Yeah. But what I've done is I've screwed it underneath to the wood. Yeah. So I'm hoping that's enough for now, and then I can come back tomorrow. Oh no, I've got footy training tomorrow. Well, as long as if it leaks, I'll have to come back. But I'll cut that out, and then we can silicone that like to death in here, because I want to make sure it's like this. I don't know what material that is. You know, it's like it's wood, and then there's like a weird, almost like a rubber. No, like a plastic or something, or yeah. It's if you feel that, it's like plastic. It's like that thick plastic. But yeah, let's go and fill that up with water, and we'll push that down, and then we'll go and have a look underneath.
You're going to go down and examine it?
Yeah.
We're only pouring water here.
Yeah, go on, do that, and I pour a little bit, and then I'll go down, and I just want to see if it's... Yeah, not like that, because anything will do that. Just throw it... Throw it round, yeah, just throw it here. So I want to see whether it goes down, or whether it tries to go... Whether it tries to go back on itself. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. What I don't want it to do is like go under the wood and then that way. So that was alright. You're going to need a full bucket. Just throw a few and I'll go down and have a look. So here we are underneath, and what I want to make sure is that nothing's going to come out of there now. There we go. Absolutely nothing, is there? That's good. That means I can leave it like that for now until and I don't know if you can see what I mean about multi-tooling the wood out and pushing that grid right up then. Okay. That way I'll get a better silicone. I don't want to silicone that now if I put 3 screws in it. But yeah, so that's coming down now, tricking along, and you can hear it coming into here. There we go. Sound? Everyone thinks my job's quite glamorous, but we're on another service, and yeah, the manhole's blocked with tissue paper, and you can't swear. You gotta say poop. You gotta say poopy. And we're just gonna figure out which way it's running. I actually need a wee, so this isn't helping. It's going that way, so I'm gonna try and rod it that way now. At least this was a nice easy one. So all I did was throw a big bucket of water down further ahead and just built up a bit of pressure, and now you can see that is that's starting to clear now. So I'll throw a few more down and clear it. I didn't even have to rod it. Oh, forget. Yeah, I'll go. I've left that tap on as well. You got all that landscape on YouTube. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's about to go. It's about to go, the big sausage. There we go. Hold on, what else is it? Baby wipes. What else is there? So what's that one there that's got loads of wasting? Do you want to go and try that, the women's?
I think that's got to be the hotel, lad.
Do you think?
Because something's from the hotel. This is drunk at the hotel, this.
So what's the big one coming back now? Do you want to go and turn some of those ones on outside?
In the bogs.
Yeah, just go and we'll go and flush
What,
everything
men's?
through. Yeah.
Men's bogs and women's bogs.
Yeah, flush a few of them. Tell you what, that's a proper... Someone's had the right go there. Come on. There you go, you can hear flushing that now. Hopefully we'll get something else out of that. That's a proper blockage coming through now. Right, it's all clear. However, I've just noticed that, like, what is this black stuff there? Oh, saying it's all clear. Wow! I'm gonna have to throw a few buckets down there. Yeah, but like, why? What is that down there? Like, what is that black stuff? It's like rock hard though, so... Yeah, there's a load of stuff still here that I can throw. If we peel this cover back a bit. You can tell, well, I know when I'm busy when I have a big horrible beard. Look at this going grey. And yeah. That's when I know I'm busy, because I haven't got time to shave and look after myself properly. I'm just this morning, I'm just laughing because the amount of people who think this is a camera. Maybe should start wearing it like that. But no, yeah, obviously it is just a light. I'm just making a cup of tea now, and I'm going to go through. I've got the job we did for the insurance on the chimney stack, so I've got to send pictures sort of before, after of, you know, what's been done, and itemise it for them so that they can just give it to their insurance, and hopefully I'll make their job a lot easier, and they'll get paid and I'll get paid a lot quicker. And it was the Chinese New Year, so they're only just getting back into work today. So I am bombarded with messages this morning because of the time difference. So I need to try and go through all them, although it is just gone 7 now. So I've got half an hour to try and write this email for the chimney stack job, and sort of everything with the Chinese suppliers, because I want to try and order that 2.8 ton digger. And I need to get to the job because there's loads of materials I need to order, but I need to be at the job for when the lads arrive, so that, you know, if I'm not there and they just sort of easy in and they'll be like, oh, what are we doing today? So I need to be there first thing to go bang, 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 and I can inject that urgency into them. And then I can go and pick materials up, because it's hard. Like the only answer to these things is just work harder. So, you know, we need materials. What? To just get up earlier, go earlier, work more hours. I got back late last night after the strippers roof and thingy, but I'm happy that's work, because sometimes you have these ideas in your head and sometimes they don't work. So I'm happy that one did, and I know that I can multi-tool it and make it even better. And it's only Wednesday, and the other thing is that I've got training tonight, so that is like late. It's 8 till 10, because we couldn't get the pitch any earlier. So it's going to be another late one tonight. Yeah, just work hard at the minute, and hopefully good things will come. And the auction is today for the block of 6 flats. However, we did a bit of digging, and not many people do this, but myself and Sam, who does the student ones as well, he's similar to me, just delves in. So I've knocked on neighbours' doors, which most people don't do, which I'd always recommend. Sam's actually spoke to the architect who done the plans, and they said the plans need tweaking. You won't get those flats if you go in for planning again now, because of space standards have changed. So it might be a case that someone's buying an auction thinking they can do 6 flats, and they might only be able to do 4. So that's a big difference in terms of your numbers. What else? Oh, and then Sam's actually got the number. It was like a friend of a friend who's got the bridge and finance on it, who are actually selling it. So it was too late to make them an offer, because they said, look, you know, we'll put it in the auction when it's this far into viewings and whatever else, just because sometimes you get mad people who just bid crazy. And they had one on another house. They said they had that where someone just bid crazy on it and it went way over. But yeah, another busy day. Let me see if I can get these pictures and emails sent off. And the fun part of ordering new machines, I'm trying to get a piler machine and a new digger. So yeah, let's see how we get on. And I've ordered new conveyor belts, so I'll put a picture of them here actually, because I think they're amazing. But we will see. I've ordered one to see what it's like, and then if they're good, I'll get rid of my shifters and I'll just invest in these ones, and maybe even start selling them. We'll see. So some people have asked for this, and I think I'm going to do a standalone video for buying a piler machine off Alibaba from China. So not many people are going to be buying a piler machine from Alibaba from China. However, it'll be the same process. So I'm going through it now, in that, you know, you're searching for the product you want. You can spend ages. The one thing is that obviously the time difference, that in the UK you'll be chatting to people first thing in the morning when you wake up, as the time difference there will mean that they'll be finishing their day, obviously, as we're starting ours. Obviously you can message, but then you'll have to wait till the next morning for them to pick it up. So I'm in talks with one now. There's various ones. First thing to look out for on Alibaba is fake accounts. They're pretty obvious. They've got sort of no reviews, and the info and the pictures and the prices are just like too good to be true, which obviously sounds normal. If something is too good to be true, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But you will message back and forth with the company, and then they'll send you prices, they'll break down like specifications of anything. So for this one that we've done now, we found a 1 ton winch. I want a diesel engine, they do a 3-phase electric one. I wanted a diesel one so that we can do it off-site. We can just, rock up with this. I've asked them to customise the wheels to make them bigger so that we can wheel the machine on and off, like sites. And then it comes with a tripod that folds down as well. Now, going through that, they give you the price and you say, yep, that's fine. So literally just before, I've said, yeah, agreed to it. And he's come back and said, yeah, how many units do you want? And I said 1. And he said, okay, with it being 1 unit, can you transfer it to my private bank account? And this might be a legitimate business and a legitimate, company in person. However, I've just gone back to them and said, listen, first transaction, I'll always use Alibaba. There's nothing wrong with, if you want to keep using Alibaba. However, I've done the first transaction with Alibaba, and then once you know the company's legit and thingy, then maybe you can do a bank transfer to them direct after you've gone through the process once with them, and you've got the product and you're happy with it. Oh my god, stupid car. So I always say, I'll explain that situation to them, and never, for your first one, never send money in the bank, because you've got no protection at all that you're going to get that product. So always use Alibaba and then you're protected. Alibaba also have another service where you can pay a bit extra and someone from Alibaba oversees the transactions and the communication. And so I recommend, if it's your first time doing that as well, I think it literally on the last time it was like $49. So the main things to look out for are, if you've not done this before, is the type of shipping that you're going to get. So they might give you a price just for them to drop it off at their nearest port, or they might just give you a price for them to manufacture it, and like that's the price, and then they expect you to pick it up. You expect you to organise someone to pick it up in China from their factory, take it to the port, then someone from the port will load it onto the ship, they should pay the shipping, bring it to the UK, and then UK forwarder will then sort customs clearance, bring it into the port, pay the charges, pay the VAT, and then ship it to you. So you can ask for a door-to-door service, means that the Chinese company will give you a door-to-door price, which includes everything. So I'd recommend doing that. Or I'd speak to a UK forwarder. So the one that we've always got is Davies Turner, and they've always been good. Say they've got depots in Dartford, Manchester, Birmingham, not sure anywhere further south. They're the ones that I know of, and obviously they'll deal all over the country for you. So you can go to them and say, I've got a product in China, here's the address. They'll need to know the weight, the size. It's just common sense really. If you were driving a Luton van and someone said, oh, can you deliver this, you'd be like, right, what does it weigh, how big is it, and what's the cubic meters of it? So the length, width, height, and the weight, and is it on a pallet? So if you are ordering something from China, make sure, because it's different in China than it is the UK. The UK, if it's not on a pallet, they charge it as a full container load. So they will charge you like quadruple the price if it's not on a pallet. If they can drive in with a forklift, lift it up, bang, come out. If it's not on a pallet, it needs obviously a different machine to go in and take it off the out of the container. So it costs a lot more that way. So make sure when you're organising stuff that you say to them, yes, I want wooden packaging. That's another thing when you're ordering stuff. They offer a plastic packaging, which is obviously what they'll standard offer. However, if the company is good and they're used to doing it, they'll always offer you a wooden package. So you might pay, $50 more to have it in a wooden box. However, I would recommend this because it's going in a container, it's going on a ship, it's going to get moved left and right. It'll be in, if it's a part load, so you'll have LCL, which will be I can't remember the pronunciation now, I'll put it here. It's like a part container load, unless that's PCL. And basically it goes in one container with loads of other things, so you'll get charged, like, it'll be cheaper than a container, but you'll get charged, like, you know, a bit more for what it would have been if you were to fill a full container. You're better buying a full container. So I haven't worked out the balance yet between how many, like, if you were to have half a container full of items, whether that would be the point where it tips over and you're better getting a full container. I haven't worked that out yet, because I've only ever got individual ones at different times. I haven't ordered everything at once. But you can, if you're looking at buying multiple items from China, you can combine the shipping, and you can pay for one container from a port, and then you can just pay for those manufacturers to drop it off at the one port, and then the port will load it into your one container, and then you're only paying one container shipment then. Or you can even pay for the container to be at one of the manufacturers. So sometimes that can be cheaper, because the more you can do away from the port, the better. So if you can have one of your manufacturers that's in the middle, and you can have a machine from there, a machine from there, a machine from there, a machine from there, and you say, right, this one's in the middle, and you say to the one you're buying off the middle, can these other companies deliver and put them into that container? They'll more than likely say yes, you know, for a small fee or whatever, and it's cheaper to do that and then have them transport that one container to the port, and then the port's just going, right, that's going on the ship, done. But you can do it either way. It's just obviously communication and seeing which one's cheaper. So then once you've done that, you just need to be careful of the additional fees. So the biggest thing with buying on Alibaba is that the Chinese manufacturers, the suppliers, they're forwarder. So they give you a price, let's just say it's £1,000 for the item you're buying. They give you a price for that, and then they give you a price for shipping. And literally, I've just got one then, the shipping. So for this, like, you know, 1 ton piler machine that's like 4 meters long, that's this, that, and they quoted me $100 shipping from China all the way to UK. Now, obviously, it's not going to be $100 shipping. So what they do is they give you like a really low price, and then what they do is they load the UK side with the fees. So you'll pay $100, say, and then when it lands in the UK, they might turn around and go, oh, Davy's Turner will get in touch with you and say, hi, we've got this part load coming from China, here's your invoice, and it'll say on it, like, you know, and it'll go like, you know, £1,000 shipping, and they'll disguise it as a UK port fee, when in reality it's like, how can it cost $100 to load it in China into a container, load the container onto the ship, bring the ship all the way to the UK, and then as soon as it lands, as soon as it's in the UK port side, then the UK side to unload it is $1,000. So you just need to be careful of that, and you can ask for different prices. This is where I got really confused when I first started looking at it. So you have CIF is probably the most common one. So that's cost, insurance, freight. So that is the cost of shipping, the insurance while it's on the ship, and the freight, so for them to load it on. But then you pay the cost to unload it on the UK side. So they're in charge of loading it in China, the shipping and the insurance once it gets to the UK. So if you unload it and it's absolutely knackered, then obviously you can go back to the Chinese company and go, look, here's pictures of it, you know, damaged, so it's on your side. FOB, free on board. So you'll pay the shipping and the insurance and whatever else, and they'll just pay to get to the product to basically the Chinese dock, and then you'll pick up the rest from there then. I'll try and find a diagram, because I remember when I was looking there was a few helpful ones, because it can get quite confusing, but they're the most common. Bloody hell. Sorry. They're the most common ones that you'll come, so like I think it's obviously PCL, LCL, FOP and CIF. Anything other than that is it's not something I've actually dealt with. Oh sorry, and door to door. So if it's something small, especially if it's getting in the flown, so you've got two options when you buy from China. You can either pay shipping, which will be normally about, obviously depending on the weight and the size, obviously some items cannot be shipped, cannot be flown, but so clothing, we just bought loads of clothing, this one I've got on now, and we had the option of shipment, and I think that was like $300 or door to door, or we had the option of flying it and it was like $800, so it was like nearly triple. But the difference is it's 9 days flying and it's like 40 days shipping, so depending on how quick you want it, obviously we were happy to wait. And what else? Yeah, then you'll get your VAT once it is in, so Davies Turner or whoever your UK forwarder. This thing, when you're speaking to people, they'll ask you, do you have a forwarder? So all a forwarder is someone who works between the shipping company and yourself. That's it. It's just a forwarder. It's like this fancy name, which sometimes it was confusing me when I first started, but it's basically just a company that will handle all your documentation and your information from here's the parcel, we need to get this into this container, onto this ship, and then unload and whatever the other side. So that's all the forwarder does, because I say it can be quite daunting and confusing when you first look at it. One thing I'd say as well is don't jump into like, one big massive order. If you are ordering off Alibaba, maybe order something small off the company first, and you can go through the process and you can see obviously the hidden fees, the costs and whatever else. You can also request the UK shipping forwarder fees, and then you can ask them, they will work it out for you. So either go to Davies Turner or a UK forwarder and say, I want a price for this, or you can ask the Chinese company and say, do you have the UK forwarding fees? So they'll have these terminal handling charge. There's I'll get them up here and I'll try and go through them. Right, hopefully I can order this piler machine and it will be exactly what we need. But yeah, if you've got any questions, do put them in the comments, and obviously I'll do my best to finger them, and I'll do one video on this showing the stages of communication, negotiation, types of delivery, and obviously once it's arrived as well, going and picking it up. Right, good morning, or good day even, because I've spent most of the morning doing some admin stuff, doing some boss stuff. I'm on the way to Screwfix now to pick up a load of materials to get this job near completion, because end of this month we'll definitely have it done. I mean, it just depends how long it's going to take us to plasterboard and skim it. I want to get everything else done as soon as we can now. In the next couple of weeks we should have that really skimmed, and then we're just spraying it white, and then that's the job's done for us. Unfortunately I got tagged in a few things on Facebook and I've been getting a few messages, so the councillors for Garston, Sam Gorst and Lucy something else, apologies Lucy, I can't remember your surname, but they have been going round doing a petition for local residents in Garston to see how many people they can get to object to the builder's yard, and they're sort of asking people to comment to the planners. And I've messaged them a couple of times now because I know I've met Lucy once at my yard, and some of the stuff she was coming out with, obviously that residents had sort of give her, was just, you know, just absolute fabricated, you know, nonsense. She was like, right, you know, some of the neighbours have said that there's, like, you know, tons of asbestos on the yard, and I'm like, well, you know, you can see, yeah, come in, you can have a look, there's nothing, there's no asbestos whatsoever. Like, why would I want asbestos on my yard? And she was saying, oh, there's bats live in the bushes that you've, like, chopped all the weeds down. I was like, look, the weeds, come and have a look at them, there's some over there still. And it just, everything you went through, and it was just a bit of a stalemate meeting. I thought it was going to be a meeting for the better, however it didn't really work out like that. It was just a case of the residents have all gone to them moaning about stuff, and she come to me with the stuff that they'd think, and I just went that, answered them all, showed them. There's a lot of things like going round, and you think, right, I'll just stick to facts that I can prove, because otherwise it's just hearsay. And I said that on, they'd done a Facebook message saying that, you know, the councillor said they've had over 100 objections to the yard, and only one person other than me has ever stuck up for the yard. And I'm like, really? One person? Like, now, I know people don't go out the way to give praise. They go out the way when something's bad. That's why reviews online are set up normally for negative. Unless you do an unbelievable job, then people go, I'm the same. If I go to a restaurant, I just go there, eat there, and it's nice, I go, sound, that's what it is. You know, I don't go on and review it. If I go somewhere and it's like they go above and beyond and they're lovely and the food's amazing, I will go out my way. I'll go, do you know what? And if it's a new business, you want to help them out. But generally, you only really go on to leave a review if it's negative. And it's the same with, like, planning applications. I can't imagine many people go onto a planning application and go, yeah, I just want to comment and say that, you know, my neighbour's extension looks really nice on the plans and I'm really for it. You will only get people going, I don't want that, I don't like it, sunlight, and they have these like few things that they go on about. One's light, one's bats and newts, and one's asbestos, one's trees, and it's like, they're the things that everyone objects because they're the things that they think that the council can like then intervene and go, right, but all the things do is just make it more difficult for the person. They don't stop them doing it, they just make it more difficult. So some people out there like to make people's life more difficult. They get a buzz off making other people's life more difficult, and it makes them happy. So there are certain people out there who do that and get something from it. So I get that. But yeah, the majority of times people just only comment when it's a negative. So, you know, I could, like, it does make me sort of thingy that there's, you know, they're saying there's 100 people have objected to this yard. Well, I wrote back on the post, I said, one thing I can guarantee this categorically, that my company and my yard have helped more than 100 people in the area and will help far more than 100 people in the area. We've already helped businesses, families, you know, with call outs, with work, you know, we've done loads of stuff in Garston and in South Liverpool. So I could go around to everyone and go, oh, you know, please comment. And I'm overwhelmed by the amount of people who've messaged me to say, do you want me to comment on this? But I'm like, people then don't want to comment because then it comes back on them. And you're thinking, like, no one's really that bothered, are they, about my yard? And they're thinking, I've had people messaging me saying, do you want me to comment on it? And I've said, not really. I said, it doesn't make a difference that if I don't get planning for me steel shed, it's still going to be a yard. The only thing that will heal this is time. Time will be the only telling factor in all of this. So if my application gets refused, which is sort of the saying that it will, fair enough, and then I'll have neighbours going, oh, it's been refused, right? And then I'll show up with my vans and they'll be going, what are you doing? You can't use this yard. The planning application's been refused. And I'll be like, yeah, that means I've not got a shed, but it's still a yard. I'm still going to use it as a yard. And that once that's sunk in, then maybe I can reapply and go, right, and have a meeting and go, what do you think looks better now, or the shed that I've applied for previously? And maybe then people will go, okay, yeah, you know what I mean, yeah, I understand now, the shed looks better than what it is, sort of thing. Oh yeah, the shed will stop all the stuff, and oh yeah, the shed will, I said at the start, the planning application is a good thing for me and for neighbours and everyone else, because it gives the planning some sort of control over what gets done and what gets built, and like noise and whatever else. And I've got plans to have all electric. I've done my solar panel course. I'm going to put solar panels on the roof. I can't put solar panels on if I haven't got a roof. So if I get a roof, I can do solar panels. I can have electric forklift, electric dumper, done. No emissions, no sound. But still, some little nit will find something to moan about, because I feel like some people prefer to moan than give praise. It's like, you'll give them a solution and they'll try and find a problem to that solution. And you think, just grow up. Go and join a badminton team and do something with your day other than moaning. Right, I'm going to go and pick this stuff up. And on a positive, maybe I'm about to get scammed, maybe not, but I've just bought a piling machine. I've just bought a drop hammer piling machine, which is going to do my yard, the student job, my sister's, and then anything else we've got going forward. And I'm in the middle of buying a 2.8 ton digger, and I'm just sorting out which attachments. So let me show you the ones I've got. Come on. So these are the options I've got at the minute. Excuse my horrible fingernails, which my mate's hammering me for. So I'm thinking, I don't know whether to get a tilting bucket. I can't think in my head of any times where we've needed a tilting bucket. I'm going to get the thumb on the bucket anyway, so I don't really need a grabber. The only one I've asked for is, I need a ripper. I need a bigger ripper for this size. I don't think I need an auger, although I don't know whether an auger, I might get the auger because it might help with the piling. So if we can use the digger, auger it first and then put the piles in. So yeah, maybe I'll get the auger if it needs a bigger one. And definitely going to get a hammer, a concrete breaker. And then the only other one I've seen which looks cool is this rotating screener bucket, which, if they do that for my size digger, 2.8 ton, it might be small, it might not be big enough. That might be for because this company do up to like, I don't know, like 40 ton excavators. So, but yeah, it's been a mixed day of people moaning, but then like loads of positive comments from people and friends and family, people who live on the road. I've got loads of people who live on the road who've actually messaged me to say, look, like, I think what you've done, it looks amazing. It looks miles better than what it is. You don't make any noise. It's not been like a burden. I don't really understand why people are so objected to it. So it's been nice in that sense. And then I've just got an email from I blanked out their thing, but the emergency job that we just done for one of the staff who works in Screwfix, and says, thanks for trying, Andy. Oh, so I tried to send them all the pictures, but there was too many pictures and it wouldn't send on the email, so I started to send them in little bits. And he's put, thanks for trying, Andy. I've now got some of the attachments. If your original video recording of the damage is too large to attach, you can try something like WeTransfer, or I can send them the link to this video once I've done it. The loss adjuster came today to visit. He seemed happy enough, actually saying he thought it would be more expensive, but has asked that I send them all the images. I've stills of most of it, but anticipate that yours documents the lot. I have your invoice, so I'll ask my partner to transfer payment. Overall, we are very impressed with the speed and quality of your work, your team of blokes, and the clearing up after yourselves. You've changed our opinion of builders substantially. Good job, and many thanks, Pete. So it's nice to get emails and messages like that. And I did have another one here, look. So, bit of a mad one. Just had some woman at my door with a petition against the builder's yard on Bowden Road. I presume it's yours. I'm sure you know this already, but heads up just in case. She said something about not having planning permission, if that helps. I haven't signed it, by the way, just in case that wasn't clear. So, you know, I'm even getting messages now about that, because I've just put those messages on me Instagram, and I say I've got loads of people who are in support of what we're doing and understand that I'm not this evil, I've forgotten what the fella's called on here, despicable, Dr. Groot, is it? Or I'm trying to think of another evil person. Yeah, well, hopefully time will tell, and you know, all I'll do is whatever happens, I'll just crack on and make sure that I'm getting the best I can out of that yard. In here needs doing, and it looks the same as when I left.
No, that's cut.
And we've got all that out nice. So where is, there it is, there's the boxing in, look. So we'll do it to that bit, yeah. Oh, there's the boxing in there, look.
It's going to that.
So, yeah, well, we can't go any more than that, really, because otherwise it'll still be boxed in, really.
Somebody's wall coming off, is it, or is it staying like that?
No, that's what I mean. We can only really board to that. To that boxing in, really. Unless, no, we could take it back to there, couldn't we?
Back to there, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Not like that yet, though.
Maybe do that, and then we need to get a concrete lintel under there, don't we? So I've got that in my van now. Right, if everyone just comes and...
You got any mesh in your van?
Scrim.
No, mesh.
Mesh?
Render mesh.
Where for?
Just down there, they would.
Why would I have that in my van? No one's asked me for render mesh.
We want a little cut.
Do you want to get the stuff out the van?
Got a bit of timber there. Don't get a board over it.
Don't
Don't
worry, that's going to be timber. That'll be timber down the stairs. So just do whatever you can, and then there'll be a skirt and decorative piece on that. Sound? So I'm in the middle of doing the plumbing on this job. However, I am just keeping track of the house that we went to view. So this one that had previous lapse planning for 6 flats, but you can't do 6 flats there anymore because the regs have changed. However, guide price 175, currently on 234,000 with 55 minutes left. So we will see what that goes for. It'll be interesting, and it may or may not affect obviously whether we go for the other houses on the street or not. So let's see. 55 minutes left. I agreed with Sam that we'd only go to 200 on that, so it's gone 35 grand over. I can't see the even for me as a builder doing all the work, I just can't see the end value there unless someone's got something lined up with a care provider or something where they're getting mega money. But we'll see. I am just running in. I'm trying to get this bit done ready so that we can board and insulate everywhere. So I need to get the radiators in for the 2 rooms. And I've got to get one over there as well. There's one going underneath that window. And yeah, lads are cracking on upstairs, so we'll start plastering tomorrow, which is good once you start doing that. It's on the final run then, isn't it? Oh my god. So that auction's just finished. And we went to see this house. It's basically fallen down, needs everything doing. I was going to bid maximum 200. And it's just gone for £382. Oh my god, £382,000. Like,
I was going to say no chance.
hey, 382. Like that needs that needs 300 grand spending on it.
Where is it?
And the flats, it's in Toxteth. It needs 300 grand spending on it, and then you don't even get 100 grand a flat. So they're losing money.
Depends what they're going to do.
Mate, what are they going to do with it? Unless they're going to knock it down and build a 20-storey block of flats. Mate, I can't believe that. That's the thing of the auctions, isn't it? Anyway, move on to the next one. Paul is taping up all the insulation joins so that we get a nice... and then I'm going to go around with the thermal camera once he's done, and we'll see if there's any gaps anywhere. Well, I can't believe that, you know. We're going to have a look upstairs, how they're getting on. Ronnie, just turn that music off upstairs for us. Need to sort these bits out now. Just turn that music off for a sec for us. What's that? Good. So in here is almost boarded, although someone keeps getting the gaps wrong. That's why there's filling. Sounds? You gonna get the beads on today or leave it till tomorrow?
Oh, please, bro.
Sound?
We just put the thing in this trickle.
Yeah.
Throw that in, and then we start setting off the beads. Then we'll...
Just do that and put some props.
Might just, yeah, we are doing, yeah, but we have to wait for this to dry.
Ah, I get
So
you.
it doesn't sink, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, that's tight though, isn't it?
what?
That's tight, isn't it, the bottom one?
Tight, yeah, because you've got the silver going on,
Yeah, that's what I mean, it won't, probably won't move, will it?
and then we're going to screw over, we can't this. Brush it in with the fucking tape.
Yeah.
It's
Sound?
easier. Sorry to swear.
I was just going to say, make my job a bit easier and don't swear. Ronnie's putting the concrete lintel in. We've knocked through to the bedroom now, so you can see how this bedroom's going to work. Do you know what? When they said about this, I thought, it's going to be a bit of a naff bedroom, innit? But the bed's in there.
You've seen the size of their daughter. She's sleeping on the kid's bunk bed.
Yeah.
She's going to be buzzing.
Yeah, it's going to be made up. But, like, you've got that there, wardrobe here, and then the bed's in there. It's actually, like... It's a good square meterage room now, isn't it?
It's going to be made up like she's going to see.
Well, maybe not now, but... Yeah, true. You're going to have this one ready to skim tomorrow?
One of these Spice 9. The wheels are cooking ready and doing tomorrow morning.
Oh, you need to be skimming this tomorrow morning, lad, are you? No, come on. Come on.
In between skimming.
Why don't you do them today?
Because I've got my wait for these to set.
What do you mean wait for them to
Wait for
set?
these to set.
What?
These that we've got now, and I get these on. Get on.
Yeah, no, just do it.
Cut these.
You don't need to wait for that to set. Hey. Likes dragging jobs out, Kev, don't you?
No.
Hey, don't worry, we've got work for you, lad. We've got work for you, you don't need to drag it out. Right, I'm just at Mainsway and I'm getting rid of another tipper load of bricks. I didn't think we'd have this many bricks off this job. As you can see, everywhere tipping it. It's going in and getting recycled again straight away. That's a monster of a machine, isn't it? And then they've got another one there. And another one there. Separating it all. Here we go. I always wonder how high to tip this. That'll do. A new ticketing system at Mainsway, and it's to do with your waste carriers licence, so it's good in a way, because I used to think you buy a waste carrier's licence, and I used to think no one has ever asked me for it. I know they have it, Oldham Brothers, but like now, every time you come in, you have to write your waste carrier's licence down, and they weigh you before and they weigh you after. And I think it's obviously just clamping down on people who are like, you know, overloading lorries and stuff. And so obviously they'll then send that to the companies. You'll see you wait when you come in, you wait when you go, and obviously they'll have your reg and stuff on it, so they'll be able to see whether any of the loads have been, you know, overloaded or anything like that. So I've been on before, weighed, well I've been in before, filled that form, weighed, and now I've got to go back on. The only thing is I can't see the writing on the actual scales because the sun's so bright today. Yeah, no, can't see it. Yeah, no idea. So we'll go in and see where I was at. But I don't think we had much on it, to be fair. There was another tipper of bricks to do, so I just said, well, there's no point. It's only £10 for the trailer, so I've got to wait for this green light, which I can hardly see now. So let's go in and see where we were actually at. So we were 6.5 tonne, so we could have had another 500 kilograms, but I assume that is more so my van than the trailer. So I think we were probably could have got a little bit more on the trailer, only because I reckon this van's quite must be not near the limit, but it must be like, you know, close with the amount of stuff I have on it, with it being an extra long wheelbase sprinter as well. So nice, back to the job, another empty trailer, and already, yeah, it's paying for itself, this trailer, which is nice. I say that's cost me £10 to get rid of 2 and a bit tonne, so all good. And what else? The customer on this extension job kept changing her mind about the sockets in the kitchen and then the lights, and now we've plasterboarded the bedrooms and she's asked to change some of the sockets. Now I don't know at what point we turn around and say that's going to cost another 500 quid or something, so that they stop doing it as well, because I knew this always happens, and I tried to like preempt it, but yeah, or maybe we just work too quick and go bang bang bang, where they then look at it and go, oh actually, you know, or but yeah, I'm gonna go back now and have a look. But I'm trying to get this job done and ticked off our list because we're so close, and moving sockets after we've plasterboarded is not ideal. Right, end of the day, end of Wednesday, innit?
Yeah, the week doesn't half go quick, mate.
It does. And we've got someone's music's up here, just turn that music off a sec. And in here's boarded. And then this is the bit we've knocked through today. Ronnie's done the concrete lintel, and then that can get boarded. So will we get this? We'll start in there skimming. What have you got left in here to skim?
Well, the lids will be getting done.
Scrim.
Yeah, this
And this board.
This is still wet, so the scrim went sticking, so.
And that.
Yeah,
So we need that bead on. And then you've got the bead on there, so yeah.
Ceiling wall. And while that's drying, we've got these little bits that...
Have you beaded them? Oh, we need to finger them, don't we?
It was taking too much time for it, so we just thought we'd get this room ticked off.
Swearing.
Ticked off, and then obviously we can mess around with that between
So
sets.
what, do you two want to start that? And or whoever's better at boarding, someone start boarding these bits, getting the beads on, while the other two skim that. So Kev Kev hates boarding. He prefers skimming. So ask either between you and your mate who'd prefer boarding, who'd prefer skimming, and then if one of you jumps on and ahead and goes bang bang bang, and then
between sets we'll put these little bits in while we're waiting for it to
yeah.
Oh,
right. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, just do all 3 skimming then.
Well, yeah, between us, there's 3 spreads. Yeah. If you can't do that, you may as well ball with
Keep swearing. And we need to take that out. Need to take another bit of brickwork out there and get it in. Although, why is that not level? But we're level with the hall. No, we're not, are we? We'll have to look at that. So we're not getting in level there. Got like a slight difference there. So might have to fan that out, I don't know. But we're level with obviously the stairs and the hallway the other side. Lovely. When did the kitchen arrive? Yesterday? Nice. And it's already half in.
Splashback. Splash rest and worktops left to come.
Craig is going to go to the extension job to do the boiler there, and then here. I just thought theirs is more important because they're living there, whereas Sam's not here.
Right, it's literally gas main comes out there, got a water pipe there, he literally just needs to elbow on and fire them up.
Sound?
So we're going to fill this, there's like a washing machine going there, then we'll just take the washing machine back out, take that unit out and they can get in, fit it without stuff in their way.
And then a tank as well, innit?
Are we still doing that?
You'd still need one, yeah. I'll ask Craig, see what he says.
I mean, either way, I was thinking if we did, like, that half of that covered would be perfect because it's like...
Probably a 50 litre tank. Or 80. I'll see what they do. If they do a square one would be sound, wouldn't it? Sound? We've got MDF around the things. I always think when we do that, you always want to sort of return the brickwork, but then you're creating like a...
Yeah, but he's just going to...
Or whether next time we return it and put a damp proof, but then...
Architrave's going to run around that in minutes.
Yeah, it'll look alright, won't it? Just, we'll do all that work and we'll have like 1.5 brick on show. Sound? Anything else? Bathroom stuff should be coming either today or tomorrow, I think.
It'll rock up the moment he puts all that self-level down there.
Yeah, probably tomorrow, I'd say. Sound? We're looking good upstairs. Whoa, and we've got spindles going on. Morning, mate, you alright? Getting there in here. Doors are going on. Nice. He's cut all these spindles ready to do the spaces like that. Morning, Labby, you alright? Looking good up here? So we're just waiting on the handles. The student company provide the handles and the locks. But you can see this bedroom now. It's massive. So if you're a student looking for a nice big bedroom, 3 showers in this one. Not sure what they are a week. I think they're about 140, 145 a week. But yeah, lovely. On here. Boarding the... Well, we're going to start boarding this whole kitchen now, can't we? Oh no, we need to do the lights for that, don't we? Lights. Well, yeah, so just go from that socket. Sorry? No, it's already insulated behind that, isn't it? Yeah, you can just board that now. And Phil's done the horrible job that no one likes doing, which is coring out of the... Well, his first job is turning up, yeah. And then he's just coring out for the boiler so that when the boiler comes, that can go straight on. And we need to finish off the radiator pipes for the boiler so that when Craig's coming tomorrow to move the boiler, we can get this bit totally done. Let's see how they're getting on upstairs. There's a piece up there as well, man. No. There is a radiator going there before you board it. But it's not that radiator. But I'll put the pipe. Well, it's just the pipe's gonna come out in the middle, aren't they? And we're skimming. That's a good sign. That's a good sign when we start skimming. And here is where they've drawn on where they want sockets now. That's not going to work though, is it? Because you're going to walk in onto the bed. Let me go and speak to them. So what the customer's saying is that the bed was meant to go into this room. However, because of the boxing in for the thing, why can't the bed just go there? It can't it? And just walk past there. I'm going to chat to them. This is why you always think I'm in a mood all the time. So, you know the other day when I was looking for 2.5 clips, and I said to you, didn't I? Went, I've got a box I bought just for this job. Yeah, they're the extra 4 I bought because we couldn't find these the other day. Phil's just found them in the rubble. Brand new box with all the clips for the windows as well. So someone has been scooping all it up. So Ronnie's marked out, but that's why it's important to have these cables tucked in. So you tuck these in behind, there we go. Just turn that radio off a second. So when we do the sockets, we'll always tuck in the things, and then what you can do now is right, there we go. Now what you can do is put that on, and so put that on, and then you can tap it against it, and that'll leave like a little edge on the back.
Measure twice, cut once.
That's it, go on, let's have a look, see if your measurement's right then. But then you say that when do you ever have moisture on the floor, just turn that music off, sir.
When you're mopping up.
What, in your general kitchen?
You got a leak behind your sink and that.
Yeah, but say, so you're allowed to have a socket under your sink. Yeah. So I'm saying you're allowed to have a socket under your sink because it shouldn't leak. So we do that, but then, you know, if you do a flat, if you're in a flat, you can't have any gaps. So if you have a gap, it's a gap where fire and vibrations can go through. So when you're doing flats, you want everything as tight as possible. You've got to tape every joint up. You've got to silicone the bottom. You've got to everything's got to be. But for some reason, I've always done it when I started out. It was I see people do it with one board, fucking 2, 3, just because everyone who taught me done it. And then one day I asked them, I went, why'd you do that? And they go, and everyone says different. Everyone's like, oh, well, it makes the board fit whatever, or you can take things out of your board. Oh, because of water. But then I don't get the water one because I think, when are you ever spilling a bucket of water?
And you mop it up.
Yeah, but then I've seen people do it in bedrooms, and I go, when do you ever spill a bucket of water in your bedroom?
Then you mop it up.
Yeah.
I've got the same answer for everything. When do you spill?
Have you got it? Stop swearing. So Ronnie's just put it on, you'll have to spin it round because otherwise people won't be able to see the mark, will they? So we've got, there you go. I don't know whether people will be able to see that.
Aye.
Yeah, you can look. You can see the little square.
Oh, there's my corner.
And that's where you've marked out already.
Yeah.
So now you can just pad saw that out.
Yeah.
Go on, Ronnie. Hold on. Ronnie's going to pad saw it out this side. Hold on. And then we're going to spin it round and see whether it was on his pencil line.
Yeah, but have you got a pad saw?
He's got one. Are you feeling confident, Ron?
I'm bored of it.
Bored of boredom? Bored of boredom?
I'm on bit.
Stand.
Come on then, hurry up. No, I'm going to edit it. It's going to be good, isn't it? You're confident, aren't you? I reckon you've got it. You hold that and I'll come round this side and tell you whether you've got it. Oh, you little cheat. Hey, look at you. Couldn't wait, could you? Not bad, that, Ron, innit?
Enough, innit?
Measure twice, cut once. You've got that. You've got, no, because to be fair, you've cut it bang on, whereas you actually want it a bit bigger so that it does actually slide through. So that's probably perfect, isn't it?
Hey. So part of being a fabric, mate. You know what I mean? You're not there on choosing tape, is it?
Plasterboard's easy compared to steel, isn't it?
Well, with steel, it's good thing last year, but like our tongues was just shoe now.
Yeah.
You know, but you had a scriber, you know what I mean? So you had a dead fine line. You know, like these big fat pencil lines and all that.
Yeah, you're in at the top. Hold on. Come in at the bottom.
Yeah.
So push the bottom in, Ron. There you go. Hold on. Right, you're in here. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then you can...
Just needs a little bit of shaping.
Just a little... What I was saying there, where we've cut it exact, it probably just needs a tiny bit.
Aye, Andy. You know what I mean, mate?
You happy with that?
You know what I mean?
Have you ever heard a grown man cry?
What?
I'm gonna tell Steve how much his trousers cost. He asked me to pick him a 16. How much is that going to cost? 45.
I reckon 49.
49. How much for the trowel? Plastering trowel.
What make is it?
62 Marshalltown. What?
I'll go for the 50 quid.
60, 50.
62.
73 quid. I do, see if he cries. Just turn your music off a sec. Go on, where is it? Got your trowel.
Oh, that's nice one.
Playing guess the price.
Fuck off, Marshall. What do you give me Marshall time for?
What do you want?
Wage?
What did you want? What did you want?
Doesn't matter, mate. It is.
Do you want a Magnuson one?
No, you wanted a German showing you an Eagle or something?
Nah, it's alright.
How much checking a Marshall? That was a 16-inch Marshalltown.
16 inch?
Yeah.
About 80 quid.
95 quid.
Yeah.
72.
Yeah, about 80
Six
you know what?
for the 14 inch.
I'm actually made up. You got me to understand me because I've always had Marshalltown. Ox. I was just.
That's what you asked for, Marshalltown, wasn't it?
No, I saw Ox. You just got me that because you knew.
That's
That's what it is.
what I was here for. I'm not getting him like a Titan or a Stanley one. Hey.
Nice one, mate. Thank you.
You're paying for it, I'm not.
Hey, £10 a week. You made it for 10 weeks.
You want it on tick? Hey, you want it on tick?
Don't snap, yeah. Give me a bill.
10% interest.
25% interest.
Yeah, I'll do it. So it's taken us longer to tidy up than we wanted it. And there's dust everywhere, longer than I want. So I was going to get me leaf blower and just blow it out. But I brought the fan as well. So plug that in and we'll see whether this works.
Right, Paul, switch that on and run. Get ready to run, mate.
Hey. it's working. What do you reckon? I reckon that worked. I'd say, how many... It kept me quiet for 10 minutes. How many sites can you walk around with a leaf blower and not get any dust? Look at that. So, I reckon that worked.
Show them the back room.
I won't do that room though. I'm not doing the extension room. We did. Ronnie did, didn't you?
No, I've got part of it. Enough for that.
What time's it, Ron? Early dart again.
We're not going yet, mate. We
Hey,
haven't finished.
you're,
We haven't finished to clean your mess.
you're having record early darts here this year. We're back on the strippers, and there's girls in tonight, isn't there? How many girls are in tonight? 20.
Only you, Andy.
Ah, there we go. Thought you'd be dragging the job out now, waiting for the girls to arrive. No, we're not going to be that long. So you can see the pencil line where the grid was. I'm going to cut this bit of wood out now, and hopefully leave that bit which is waterproof. So we're just going to get rid of the wood bit which would rot and then obviously drop. So, and then we're going to push the thing. I still don't know what that is. I've not figured that out. If anyone can figure out what that is, let us know.
Who's your van key then?
Alright, one sec. So here's the hole I've cut out now, and that, I don't know what that black stuff is, but it's like it's waterproof anyway. So my plan is to silicone this now, or OB1 it, and then this will create waterproof seal, and then we're going to go out above and cut the grid out. Is the plan. The hole saw went through whatever that material was, like pretty easy when. So what I'm hoping now is I've just OB1 that. I'm hoping I can squash this up now and it'll all come out like that. There we go. And you can see that waterproof seal now all the way around. And then what I'll do is I'll just put some on the outside where the wood is there, because the main thing, we don't want this wood to rot. So so the hole, have you got that little bit?
What little bit?
Of what the hole used to be? No. You can see just a little tiny bit of it there, so it was like literally the size of your finger. Whereas now it's going to be a full grid. So you can see the OB1 that I put on before, and it's up against, I think this is like a bitumen, but whatever it is, I can't see anything getting through that waterproof. So we're going to go over now and find the lowest point. The lowest point of this, so we know that the joist we've got is 20 centimetres away, so that looks like the lowest point, doesn't it, if it's got all the staining? Yeah. Because all the dust and whatever would have probably there, isn't it? So as long as we're 20 centimetres away from that pipe, so I reckon about there. So have you got the drill? I'm going to drill a hole down now through, and then we'll go underneath and see if we're about online.
Yeah.
Go on. Battery.
Didn't like that.
That's it, and then leave leave that in and we'll go down and have a look, see where that's come out, and then we can, if it's all right, what I might do is I might come up, pencil the grid, cut it out from up here. Do you know what I mean? I'll just go around the grid, cut it out, and then I know I can. Yeah, I can do it. It'd be easier that way. Fingers crossed it's in this channel of these joists. So if we look up there now, there should be a right bang in the middle.
Central.
So that was it was a bit of a gamble, that, but an educated gamble, hopefully. So now I'll go above and I'll cut the grid out, and then all we've got to do is we've already done the work of putting the pipe in. So all we've got to do now is get the grid here and join it up to that pipe. Nice. So that bit there where it's dipped, where you can see the puddle, I felt a bit spongy, and then as we were pulling this off, that's dry. Underneath it's soaking wet, and then underneath the next felt is soaking wet as well. So I reckon we'll now get to the whatever this other material is. A bit of flexing that. But I'm going to cut it round the opposite way this time, cut the grid out, and then fit the grid underneath. Right, let's get this bit out. So we're all done, just going to go upstairs and have a look now, but you can see we've got one grid in there, all siliconed in, and then pipe running along, dropping into there, and then we've got a branch up, or an elbow up there, and then we put another grid in here, and we've just put some bracing into support it in silicone. So we're just going to go upstairs now and have a look inside the grids for silicone on both sides. Just going to see this bit here. Yeah, there we go. So I'll probably get a bit more in there, can't I? Just check the DAF. Yeah, it's only got to go in, hasn't it, a little bit, just to stop leaving that getting in. Right. Oh, could twist a little bit, couldn't I? Straighten it up. That's it, all done. Nice proper grid in. 2 of them actually, isn't it? So we've gone from, what do you reckon, how many times do you reckon we've made that hole bigger? That one's got is a bit tighter, so the silicone might catch the grid, so we're not going to put the grid in until that silicone's gone off. That's it for, what day is it?
Today.
Thursday. Right, let's go. Right, it's Friday morning. Look at my eyes, I'm so tired. I've had like back-to-back late nights. I went and done that call out last night with Phil, and then come back and watch Liverpool, and I feel like the oldest 35-year-old ever. I've got no voice from training Wednesday. We've got another game tomorrow. I'm carrying an injury. A few of the lads are texting me saying they're carrying injuries. However, I've had not a brainwave, but a realisation that I've bought conveyors, I've bought a piler machine, and I'm buying an excavator. And I was planning on buying another brick crusher that didn't have the a diesel one that didn't have the shaker deck on it. So I'm thinking the excavator I'm buying is too big, that it needs to go in a 40-foot container. So I'm thinking I should have done this anyway, but combine the postage. And I've just been speaking to all the companies to find out where they all are, and this is where they are, but they all use Qingdao, if I pronounced that right, port for the shipments. So it's looking like I can combine all the shipping, which is good. Hopefully it'll work out cheaper and I'll know exactly what I'm paying. And I was just about to book a flight to China in a couple of weeks. I've been looking at the flights, and for me, that is quite reasonable. So London Heathrow to, I'm not going to try and, to Qingdao, £417 return. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? What world we live in that you can do that. So I might as well book it so that I'm there when this container's all getting loaded. So stay tuned. I'm excited about this. However, it's 7 o'clock now, and I've already spent a couple of hours back and forth with suppliers in China because of the time difference. So they're 8 hours ahead, I think. And yeah, I'm excited now, thinking it's going to be one expensive container though. Friday morning, I've been to Screwfix. I've picked up all the plumbing materials. We've got, I don't think that's actually him. I think his mate pays to advertise on his van. South Liverpool Gas we've got here, but Whittle Gas pays to advertise on Craig's van. So they are moving the boiler today. So they'll be upstairs. We've just had the lads filling buckets of water up for the mixers, so that they can get that wall done. And then where are you doing? The hall.
Can I just throw a bit quick board on there so we can
Yep, do that.
This cable, where's it going to?
It gets clipped up there, yeah.
This one. Okay, yeah. One to go in here, this one.
Oh, sorry, yeah. No, it's going to go up into the loft, that.
Into the loft?
Yeah, that goes up, and so that's the light for that one. So I'm gonna poke it up into the loft, and then I'll pull it through and bring it down there.
All right.
And then yeah, just get a board onto that ceiling and get done in here. Yeah. Can you get it where I can reach it in the loft? Yeah.
I can't see it in there. Should be able to.
Okay. And yeah, let's make sure these had things for mix, and don't look up because he doesn't like YouTube. Hey, it's not you're not Whittle Gas, are you? You're South Liverpool Gas.
Yeah.
But Whittle Gas just pay to advertise on your van.
We don't pay, no, it's just because of subcontract, if you like.
Oh, so I can put one of my signs on your van?
You're alright.
I've got some stickers. I've got some stickers in my van. I'll throw one on. Baden Builders.
Thanks.
No, thank you.
That's how you like that.
Yeah, you get your van bricked. But they're just moving the boiler to the utility down here. So it'll be going obviously there where he's just putting the board on now. And I'm just trying to sort out the rads. Ronnie and Paul are boarding the extension. So all go at the minute. Let's see how we're doing. So this room is done, which is good because it'll have the weekend to dry then, won't it? And how are you getting on?
Ceiling, reveal.
Ooh, go on then. Pulling your finger out today.
Oh, pay more.
Always.
I do. Pay more, do more.
Yeah, everyone says that. I'll say you can stay here till 9 o'clock if you want.
That's nice. Observation.
Nah, looking good. And then what are you thinking this afternoon?
What can I do in here? That wall can be done, can't it?
That one.
Can be done.
Oh no, we've got sockets, haven't we?
Sockets in this one?
No, this one.
Can this one be done though? It needs to.
as well.
That can get done, yeah.
That will get done.
Two in there. There's a light switch going.
Nah, there's not.
TV going there.
No, the TV's there. There's no light switch, it's on that.
So the two walls in there can be done. The rest of the reveals.
Sound.
This wall.
And I'll try and get this one if she wants a socket there.
Yeah.
I'll try and just put a socket in and poke the cables down. And then it can be done then. Rose been somewhere, so I've just been to my accountant's, and now while I'm over here, that is a full tipper, isn't it? That is a proper skip's worth, so that needs to go. Music, stairs are getting done. Nice. Flooring's all done in here. Just turn any music off. Oh, you're like in here, aren't you? Just turn that radio off, sir. What's the staff meeting for here?
Over this. The counter's square and the cupboards are square. We've got 50 mil overhang that end and 30 this end. I'm trying to get it out.
Yeah. Looks alright, doesn't it? Let's have a look upstairs. Plus I need a wee, so can I squeeze past you?
Yeah.
Ta. Whoa! Nice. Look at these now. Almost ready for someone to move in. Lovely. That one still needs varnishing. You alright? Looking good? Yeah. Nice. I like these, so I ordered these ones for a bit of a change because I don't like the standard ones, which are a bit flimsy, whereas that looks quite cool, doesn't it? And it was, it was still reasonable. I think it was like £100 and something rather than. I like that. She's gone for the black finish in here. So let's go and see how these are head scratching, see if I can come up with an answer for them. Where are these up to?
So
if you cut that out, it won't be square.
no, everything's set out to be square. That where it is now square, but the overhang's going to be different. So you've got.
So what's the most important thing on this now? The overhang. We can always pack the back.
Oh no, I'm not. That's not the problem. Yes, it's just if I do that, it's going to set this worktop out square.
If you do what?
If I move it in, because it's a 20 mil difference in that. What you've got, but it's all set out now. It's set in square. Which is right with the cupboards. Your cupboards are all square.
So how can it be square if it's? How can they be square? Because that's square.
Well, you're trying to party now. You have to have it in.
But you're saying the way, like there's more chance of the worktop being square than the cupboards.
Yeah.
Because that comes like factory.
That's been set out by two people with a laser and a set square.
Yeah.
So it's definitely square.
A freaking laser beam.
So you're saying that the worktop's not square.
No, what I'm saying is I don't know how to get over it. I've got 198 there and 220 overhang here. So
all you do is just move the cupboards to suit, and you've got an end panel that covers the gap.
the end panel's not big enough to move that out.
We can get a bigger end panel. If it just means that one panel.
We'll do that one panel, yeah.
Or you put that with a piece in, and then the fridge is going there. No one's ever going to see it. But as long as that underlap's the same, that's the main thing, isn't it?
We'll do that way, you cut down the angle.
I think that's the best solution for it.
So I have to cut it on the angle first. So it'll be like that. It's basically to over here.
22 mil.
To hold that.
No,
And then it puts
if
that back.
there
so then
is-
it's parallel.
To make it 20
And
minutes
then
here,
put that out, we'll put that up.
could
Nah,
be the
I-
difference.
It's going to be a bit.
That's what I'm saying.
It's going to be a bit risky if you get that. 'Cause if you don't get it bang on, and then you got to do the join, and then you got to glue it and thing it and everything. Just do what you're saying. Cut the back out, slide it back, and then we'll sort this bit out.
Can you push the cupboards that end in? No. Can you take that end in and this end out? So it's like 10 in that end, 10
No, I
out.
won't go any further because
Yeah, but if you
Right, that is it for Friday and another good week. Loads has happened, and I feel like I am 10 times busier at the minute. One, because I'm now a football manager, and two, because I'm trying to do work, but also looking for the next project and looking at obviously investing in the next tools and stuff like that. So I was just chatting with the owner of the student jobs then, not one of the owners, and I was just saying about the piling machine, how they cost so much in the UK, and they're even like $2,500 or more a week to rent. And I've just bought one for China for similar to that. So, you know, it should pay for itself on 1 or 2 jobs as long as it works. So it is weird, isn't it? Because in theory, it is just it's just a winch. It's just a winch on wheels that lifts a hammer, lifts a weight and drops it. It shouldn't be that expensive. But yeah, just paid all the lads. So that is the end of the week, and I'm looking forward to next week, although we are just so busy. It's like I cannot keep up with the amount of work that's coming in, and just trying to keep hold of it's frustrating because when I'm not on the extension job, things go wrong and I need to be on it all the time. But then I'm trying to find these other next projects and stuff, and I can't tell you about one of them, but one of them just cost, basically I've just cost myself 150 grand. So I'm there trying to concentrate on that extension, and in the back of my mind I've just cost myself 150 grand. So I can share it once it's done, and or if it doesn't come off, then I can share me despair with you. But it's a good but disappointing end to the week in that sense. I'm trying to forget about it. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying, and if you are, please do subscribe and please comment, because I do really, obviously I read every comment and I do really enjoy reading them. There's some, you know, amazing people out there, amazing viewers, and I'm glad that a lot of you are enjoying the content. So I'll keep doing it as long as you're all enjoying it.